Learn German games.
Hey! Lass los! Kann nicht atmen. Oh Mann,
What do we do?
ganz schön eng.
No. Ganz schön eng. Here schön doesn't mean beautiful. It means quite or pretty. Just like you say in English that's pretty tight. Same thing here. Sterben? To die. Correct. Hello and welcome to LearnGermanGames.com, the only place where you learn German while playing games live. So if you're not watching this live, make sure to subscribe and click that bell button so you get notified the next time we go live. This way you will be able to chat live with us, react to the crazy game we're playing, ask questions. It's just a lot more fun when you're here. Now, to be able to follow regardless of your German level, you can follow the subtitles in the game. Yellow is for German and English is in blue. Knowing that, let's start. Oh, last time we were playing again with this girl here, Vela, trying to kill a monster called Mokchatra that is eating girls basically as sacrifices. We're gonna keep exploring today. She's trying to actually build a weapon, some kind of weapon, to fight back. She doesn't just want to sacrifice herself and others. So we're gonna go back to the forest now and see if we can figure that out. Hello, tree. We talked to the tree 2-3 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, we actually, we never went to the left. We went to the right when we came out of the lumberjack's house here. So let's try to go to the left. Schön.
Warte, ist das Osten oder Westen? Hey! Lass los! Kann nicht atmen.
Ach nein.
Oh Mann. Ganz schön eng.
Okay, pressure.
Und
What
ich
do we
dachte
do?
schon, dass das Korsett schlimm war.
Let's try here.
Ich würde ja sagen, dass es eine wunderschöne Schlange ist, wenn sie mich nicht gerade töten würde. Kann nicht atmen. Okay, also nicht hier lang gehen. Kapiert.
Das war knapp. That was close. Warte, ist das Osten oder Westen? Wait, is that east or west? Notice how in German the directions are masculine. This is why you see them in blue. Yeah, so all directions in German are masculine. Remember this rule. Hey, angestrengt. Strained. It comes from the verb anstrengen. Angestrengt. Remember that whenever an S comes before a T, it's pronounced like a sh sound. So st, and not s. Yeah, angestrengt. Lass los is a separable verb. Loslassen is to let go. Lass los. So let go, and she's strained while saying that. Kann nicht atmen. Cannot breathe. Atmen. Make sure to open your mouth wide on the A. It's not O or Atmen or something like that. It's not Atmen, yeah, or Atmen. It's A. Atmen. Oh Mann. Oh man. Ganz schön eng. Pretty tight. So schön literally means pretty, but here in both languages, it's a figurative meaning. It's an intensifier to means quite tight. Eng, 3-letter word that means tight. Eng. Und ich dachte schon, dass das Korsett schlimm war. And I thought that the corset was bad. If you remember, in the first few weeks when we started playing, she was wearing this corset and it was very tight. So she's remembering that now. Ich würde ja sagen, dass das eine wunderschöne Schlange ist, wenn sie mich nicht gerade töten würde. I would say, ich würde sagen. Yeah, obviously, literally means yes. But here, it's a way to emphasize. It's like saying, I would indeed say. Yeah, it doesn't literally mean I would say yes. This is a literal translation here. Ich würde ja sagen is I would indeed say, dass das eine wunderschöne Schlange ist. That this is a wonderful snake. Die Schlange, you can see it's feminine here because it ends with an E. You can see the E is in red. And the conjugated verb is at the end, ist, because of das. Yeah, this is what you call a subordinate clause if you want to know the grammatical term. Wenn sie mich nicht gerade töten würde. Töten is to kill. So if it wasn't just about to kill me, yeah, the snake is feminine. This is why we refer to the snake as sie, as in she. Kann nicht atmen, can't breathe. Okay, also nicht hier lang gehen. Kapiert? Okay, so do not go this way. Literally, not here, along, go. In German, go can mean both go and walk. In this case, it's go. Kapiert is the verb kapieren, to understand. So got it, I understood, I got the lesson. All right, let's go meet the lumberjack again. Das ist sein Haus. Okay. Ach, was ist das hier?
Ich sollte den Kerl erstmal näher kennenlernen, bevor ich seine Kunstwerke klaue.
Gute Idee. Ich sollte den Kerl erstmal näher kennenlernen, bevor ich seine Kunstwerke klaue. Der Kerl is a spoken way to say the guy. Ja, der Kerl. Here we're saying den Kerl because it's the accusative case, it's the direct object, ja, of sollte. So I should, the guy, erstmal, first, näher, as in closer, ja. Kennenlernen is to get to know somebody. Literally know, learn, which means to get to know. Bevor ich seine Kunstwerke klaue. Klauen is to steal. This is the spoken way to say to steal. Ja. Und das Kunstwerk is the artwork. I should get to know the guy better before I steal his artwork. Okay, wir reden mit ihm.
Hi.
Hey, Vala.
Weißt du, was sich aus morschem Boden erhebt?
Nein, aber das klingt nach einem dieser Fruchträtsel, die meine Ex-Freundin Becky so fürchterlich gern hatte. Mann, ich vermisse sie wirklich nicht.
Weißt du, was sich aus morschem Boden erhebt? Morsch means rotten. Der Boden is the ground. Sich erheben is to get up. In this case, it means to rise. So, do you know what rises from rotten ground? I don't know why she's asking him that, actually. Nein, aber das klingt nach einem dieser Feuchträtsel, die meine Ex-Freundin Becky so fürchterlich gern hatte. Klingen is to sound. So, das klingt, that sounds like this, that sounds like that. Die Freundin is a girlfriend. Fürchterlich is frightening. No, but this sounds like one of those fruit puzzles. Fruchträtsel. that my ex-girlfriend Becky was so terribly fond of. So fürchterlich literally means frightening or terrible, but just like in English here, it's used as an intensifier. So terribly fond of means very fond of, yeah? And here in German, it's used in the same way. Fürchterlich gerne hatte, so she really, really liked them. Mann, ich vermisse sie wirklich nicht. Vermissen is to miss. Man, I really don't miss them. Now here there's a bit of an ambiguity. We don't know if he means the riddles or the girlfriend. So I think about it the way you like. Let's ask him about the artwork.
Sag mal, wegen dem Kunstwerk.
Ja?
Was ist es?
Was ist es?
Naja, wie soll ich sagen? Es ist abstrakt. Etwa so wie ein Tongedicht.
Klar.
Ich finde, es erzeugt einen interessanten räumlichen Effekt zwischen dem Betrachter und dem Bild.
Okay.
Sag mal, wegen dem Kunstwerk. Sag mal, the mal doesn't have a meaning, it just softens the tone. Yeah. So sag mal means say, listen. Yeah, it's a way to get somebody's attention. Wegen dem Kunstwerk, about the artwork. Notice how wegen in spoken German takes the dative case. This is why we say dem. And also because Kunstwerk is neuter. You can see it from the orange. Naja, wie soll ich sagen? Es ist abstrakt. Naja is like saying, well, wie soll ich sagen? How shall I say, or what should I say? Es ist abstrakt. It's abstract. Notice here the difference in pronunciation, even though the two words look almost the same. The difference is in the rhythm and which A you stretch. So, abstract, I'm stretching the second A in German. In English, you stretch the first one, you say abstract. Yeah? So, let your ear notice this distinction, and with time, it'll become natural. Yeah? Etwa so wie ein Tongedicht. Something like a tone poem. Klar. Sure, whatever you say. Ich finde, es erzeugt einen interessanten räumlichen Effekt zwischen dem Betrachter und dem Bild. Erzeugen is to generate. Es erzeugt, it generates, einen interessanten räumlichen Effekt. So we have two adjectives, one back to back, and with the indefinite article here, they all take an en at the end. Ja? So einen interessanten räumlichen. That's all because effect is masculine and this is the accusative case, which is the direct object of erzeugen. Ja? Zwischen dem Betrachter. Der Betrachter is the observer. And here it takes the dative, dem Betrachter, because of zwischen. Yeah, always use the colors as a guide to help you remember these rules. Und dem Bild and the picture. I think it creates or it generates an interesting spatial effect. Räumlich. Räumlich means spatial. I think it creates an interesting spatial effect between the viewer or the observer and the image. Kann ich das haben?
Kann ich das haben?
Auf keinen Fall, Mann. Das Ding ist ein Klassiker.
Okay,
Wo hast du es her?
Hab's einem merkwürdigen Mädchen aus Muschelhöhe abgekauft. Meinte, sie würde es verkaufen, um an Geld zu kommen, um wegzuziehen.
She first says, kann ich das haben? Can I have it? Und dann, auf keinen Fall, Mann. Dieses Ding ist ein Klassiker. No way, man. This thing is a classic. Wo hast du es her? Where did you get it from? Hab's einem merkwürdigen Mädchen aus Muschelhöhe abgekauft. Bought it off a strange girl from Shell Heights. Merkwürdig is strange. Shell Heights is Muschelhöhe. That's the name of the village here. Don't worry about it. Abkaufen is to buy something from somebody. Abgekauft is the past participle of abkaufen. Meinte, sie wird's verkaufen, an Geld zu kommen, wegzuziehen. So remember, in these villages, these girls are being sacrificed, and this is one of the girls that try to flee. Yeah, even though most of them are a bit crazy and they want to be sacrificed. Now, meinen, we know most of the time meinen means to mean, but in this case, it means to say. Yeah, as in to say to mean. It has both meanings in it. Sie wird's verkaufen, you can see the apostrophe S here. This is an abbreviation in spoken German. This is like saying, there's two missing E's actually. Sie würde es verkaufen. So she would sell it, or literally she would it sell, an Geld zu kommen, to get her hands on some money. Let's add this easy word in case you're a beginner, das Geld, yeah? And it's neuter because it starts with GE and no other rule applies. Wegzuziehen, this is its separable verb, wegziehen, and this is why you put the zu in the middle. Yeah, in English you would say to move away. In German, this to goes between the two parts of the verb. This is why you see it here. Wegzuziehen. Said she'd sell it to get money to move away.
Bist du wegen seiner elitären Ausrichtung irritiert?
Vermutlich wäre ich das, wenn ich tatsächlich nur ein oberflächliches Verständnis davon hätte.
Bist du wegen seiner elitären Ausrichtung irritiert? Elitär is elitist. Die Ausrichtung, Orientation. Und irritieren, to disturb. Are you irritated because of its elitist orientation? Vermutlich wäre ich das, wenn ich tatsächlich nur ein oberflächliches Verständnis davon hätte. Vermutlich is probably or presumably. Tatsächlich, actually, oberflächlich, superficial, literally, above, surface, yeah, just like superficial-lich you have in German. Das Verständnis, understanding. It's neuter because it ends with nis. Probably I would be if I actually had only a superficial understanding of it.
Woher weißt du, wie rum es gehört?
Vielleicht, weil die Füße von dem kleinen Kerl nach unten zeigen müssen?
Ich mag es, es passt zu deiner Dekoration.
Dekoration? Ich habe keine Dekoration. Kunst dient nicht zur Dekoration, Mann.
Warum hast du es denn aufgehängt?
Ich hatte es nur ironischerweise hier aufgehängt, aber um ehrlich zu sein, ich kann es nicht mehr sehen. Wenn es dir gefällt, nimm es.
Wirklich? Okay.
Woher weißt du, wie rum es gehört? How do you know which way around it belongs? Which basically means how do you know which way you're supposed to turn it? Ja, rum gives you like the direction. It's like around. Und gehören means to belong. It's literally like saying in which direction it belongs. Like how is it supposed to be turned? Vielleicht, weil die Füße von dem kleinen Kerl nach unten zeigen müssen. Zeigen is to point. So vielleicht, weil die Füße, maybe because the feet, von dem kleinen Kerl of a small guy nach unten zeigen müssen. Towards the bottom, point must. Here again we have the conjugated verb at the end because of weil. This is what we call a subordinate clause. Maybe because the little guy's feet have to point down. If you can see here, he has some kind of feet, I guess. I mean, I thought that was an eye. I don't know. It's such a weird piece of art. Ich mag es. Es passt zu deiner Dekoration. I like it. It goes with your decor. Die Dekoration. I'm gonna add it to the vocabulary so you can all practice how to pronounce it. Try to stretch the O here at the end. Dekoration. Dekoration? Ich habe keine Dekoration. Decoration? I have no decoration. Kunst dient nicht zur Dekoration, Mann. Art is not for decoration, man. The verb here is dienen, which means to serve. So the literal meaning is art, die Kunst, does not serve as decoration, which means it is not decoration. This is not its purpose. Warum hast du es dann aufgehängt? Then why did you put it up? Or why did you hang it up? Aufhängen is to hang up. Ich hatte es nur ironischerweise hier aufgehängt, aber um ehrlich zu sein, ich kann es nicht mehr sehen. I just ironically had it posted here, but to be honest, I can't see it anymore. Ironischerweise, ironisch is ironic, and weise is way, so in an ironic way. Ja, aufgehängt is again the verb aufhängen. This is the past participle of aufhängen. Aber um ehrlich zu sein, this is, you can remember this as a chunk, very useful, um ehrlich zu sein, to be honest, ich kann es nicht mehr sehen. I can't see it anymore. Wenn es dir gefällt, nimm es. Nimm is a conjugation of the verb nehmen, to take. It's in the imperative mode, which means you're giving a command. Take it. Nimm es. If you like it, take it. Wirklich? Okay. Really? Okay. Bis später, Curtis.
Bis später, Curtis.
Hüte dich vor den Bäumen.
Okay, ich nehme das hier.
Cool. Als ich so alt war wie du, hat mir dieses Zeug auch gefallen.
Bis später, Curtis. See you later, Curtis. Make sure to pronounce the S here like a sh because it comes before a P. Ja, spä. And don't ignore the two dots here, the umlauts. It's an Ä, not an A. Spä. Bis später. Hüte dich vor den Bäumen. We have a reflexive verb here. Sich hüten is to be on one's guard. Hüte dich. Beware of the trees. You know, because he thinks trees talk, and actually we found out that he wasn't kidding about that. Okay, ich nehme das hier. Okay, I'll take this one. This is something you can say while buying something. Yeah, while shopping. Cool, als ich so alt war wie du, hat mir dieses Zeug auch gefallen. Cool, when I was your age, I liked the stuff too. Notice how you say liked in German. Mir dieses Zeug. So, to me, yeah, mir, because that's the dative. This stuff pleased. It's a bit weird, but you get used to it. So, this stuff pleased me. This is how you say I liked something. Hat mir dieses Zeug auch gefallen. Also notice when he was talking about when he was her age, he used als. Ja, als ich so alt war wie du. When I was your age. Wir haben jetzt ein Kunstwerk. Also, schön. Wir gehen wieder raus. Und reden mit dem Baum. Ja. Wir werden dem Baum das Treibholz zeigen. Ist das? Nein, das war es nicht.
Genau meine Größe.
Okay. Nein, das funktioniert nicht.
Ich habe etwas Treibholz am Strand gefunden.
Makaber! Aber wenigstens ist es natürlich und wurde nicht von euch Menschen pervertiert.
Ja. Genau meine Größe. Exactly my size. She said this when we clicked on the Größe is a size. It's feminine because it ends with an E. Always notice these rules. You will remember them better when you constantly notice them. Don't try to memorize tables. They're not natural. Ich habe etwas Treibholz am Strand gefunden. Das Treibholz is driftwood. So this is the wood that just drifts on the shore. Der Strand is the beach. Remember to pronounce the ST like sh. Ja, Strand. And open your mouth on the A. And, not and. Ja, Strand. I found some driftwood on the beach. Makaber. Aber wenigstens ist es natürlich und wurde nicht von euch Menschen pervertiert. Wenigstens, at least. Makaber, but at least it is natural and has not been perverted by you humans. I think we should actually give it to the lumberjack for him to make us a stool. He promised us to make one like a month ago when we played.
Schau dir das an. Holz, das nicht redet.
Oh, und es ist so geschmeidig. Oh Mann, ich kann den Stuhl schon spüren.
Was? Oh, was für eine Erleichterung.
Wem sagst du das? Ich fühle mich 10-mal besser. Danke, dass du mir geholfen hast, alles aus mir rauszuholen. Ich will, dass du ihn bekommst.
Wirklich? Danke.
Kein Problem, ich verteile meine Stuhlexemplare immer wieder gerne.
Schau dir das an, Holz, das nicht redet. Look at that, wood that does not talk. So we have a reflexive verb here, sich schauen, is to look at something. Oh, und es ist so geschmeidig. Oh, and it's so smooth, geschmeidig. Oh Mann, ich kann den Stuhl schon spüren. Spüren is to feel. Again, here we have an example of an SB sound, so make sure you say spü. Yeah. Oh man, I can feel the chair already. Was? Oh, what? Oh, was für eine Erleichterung. Die Erleichterung is relief. It's feminine because it ends with UNG. Phew. What a relief! Wem sagst du das? Ich fühle mich 10-mal besser. Tell me about it, or who are you telling that to? I feel 10 times better. Notice how we are using the dative again. Ja, wem. This is why it ends with an M. Danke, dass du mir geholfen hast, alles aus mir rauszuholen. Rausholen is a separable verb that means to bring out or to get out. Thank you for helping me getting everything out of me. And just like we said before here, because it's a separable verb, this is why you see zu in the middle of it. Rauszuholen. Out to get or out to bring. Ich will, dass du ihn bekommst. I want you to have it. Bekommst is at the end because of das. We mentioned that in the beginning. Always remember, whenever you have das, keep the verb until the very end. Wirklich? Danke. Really? Thank you. Kein Problem. Ich verteile meine Stuhlexemplare immer wieder gerne. The verb here is verteilen. And it means to hand out. Remember that in German, the V is pronounced like an F, ja? Verteile. No problem, I'm always happy to hand out my chair copies. Das Exemplar Specimen. Alright, since the tree told us that the driftwood is natural and she's not afraid of it, let's try to show it the chair. It doesn't know that it's made out of driftwood. Mhm. So, glaube ich.
Oh, und jetzt schmückst du mich auch noch wie einen Weihnachtsbaum? Ach, nehmen diese Erniedrigungen denn gar kein Ende?
Nein.
Es tut mir leid, dir das antun zu müssen, aber
Oh mein Gott, ist das verstümmeltes Baumfleisch?
also, Curtis fängt damit an, die äußere Holzschicht abzuziehen, um an das zarte Zeug darunter ranzukommen. Dann taucht er das ganze Ding in ein Säurebad, bevor er mit den tiefen Schnitzarbeiten anfängt. Oh, das tut mir leid. Hatte ich das zu sehr getroffen?
Du Monster!
Die ist so böse. Oh, und jetzt schmuckst du mich auch noch wie einen Weihnachtsbaum? Schmücken ist to adorn or decorate. Der Weihnachtsbaum is a Christmas tree. Oh, and now you're decorating me like a Christmas tree too? Seufz ist to sigh. Nehmen diese Erniedrigungen denn gar kein Ende? Die Erniedrigung is a humiliation. Again, it's feminine because it ends with a ung. Sigh. Is there no end to these humiliations? In German, you don't say is there in this expression, you say do they take no end. Nehmen sie kein Ende. Es tut mir leid, dir das antun zu müssen, aber antun is to do something to somebody. The implication is always you're doing something to hurt somebody. Yeah. I'm sorry to have to do this to you, but oh mein Gott, ist das verstümmeltes Baumfleisch? Verstümmeln is to mutilate. Oh my God, is that mutilated tree flesh? Also, Curtis fängt damit an, die äußere Holzschicht abzuziehen. Die Holzschicht is a layer of wood. Holz is wood and Schicht is a layer. Abziehen, to peel off. Also does not mean also, yeah, it means so. Also, so Curtis starts or is starting to peel off the outer layer of wood. Fühlt sich schlecht. Feels bad. So this is the poor tree feeling bad. As a reflexive verb, sich fühlen, to feel something. Ja. Um an das zarte Zeug darunter ranzukommen. Zart means tender. She wants to get to the sap of the tree. Rankommen is to come close to something or to approach, in this case, to get a hold of, to draw near. To get to the tender stuff underneath, darunter. Fühlt sich noch schlechter. Feels even worse. Dann taucht er das ganze Ding in ein Säurebad. Tauchen in this case means to dip. And then he dips the whole thing in an acid bath. Acid, Säure, Bad, Bath. Fühlt sich wirklich schlecht. Feels really bad. Bevor er mit den tiefen Schnitzarbeiten anfängt. Tief is deep. And die Schnitzarbeit is carving. Literally carving work. So before he with the deep carving starts, anfängt. Yeah. Before he starts the deep carving. Kotzt. Kotzen is to vomit or to throw up. So the tree throws up the sap. Oh, das tut mir leid. Hat dich das zu sehr getroffen? Getroffen is the verb treffen, which in this case means to hit. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did that hit you too hard? As if she didn't mean it. Du Monster! You monster! And that was our game for today. Thank you for watching. Remember to like this video. And if you still have any questions, ask them in the comments below.